Maybe you don't know. Over 2,000 years ago, an asteroid fell from the sky and via into Deer Mountain, Shaanxi of China. The ancient Taotai beasts, born in the blue light in the sky. They eat people to fill their stomachs. It will then reproduce endlessly to invade the earth. And if the monster Taotai beyond the walls of the Great Wall, half of China's population is wiped out, it will become their food. To know that, the emperor ordered the guards to fight, to die at the Great Wall, against these animals. And how the movie goes. Let's watch this whole movie together. On a day under the Great Wall, there were 2 uninvited guests and the guards. He also discovered a monster's broken arm on them. They lied that they were passing traders, but the omen she attentively recognized. They're European mercenaries. Turns out, ever since the Chinese invented dynamite, black powder, their army is invincible on the battlefield. The Europeans, they always wanted to steal the gunpowder recipe, so they went to China to learn the recipe. But I didn't expect attacked by the Taotai monster except for the 2 of them. The rest were killed. 2 of them are alive, but also severed an arm of Taotai. However, during the day they are chased by the natives. They had no choice but to flee to the feet of a grown man. When the omen is about to behead them, the general asked to stop because one of them said, "I was the one who cut off the monster's arm." Because a normal person can kill a monster. Ear pain. Let's not talk about cutting off their arms. They decided to put them in jail to investigate further. However, at this time, a young soldier, I can't find the key to the prison. At the same time, millions of monsters outside the city came to attack. The soldiers could only approach the 2 of them against the wall, and the 2 of them are Quine Huan Lake. I don't know what's going on. The powerful army immediately deployed. They use 5 animals as symbols for their team. Flying Kichens and blue armor is the army of cranes. Army of the same name in the red armor is the army of eagles. The yellow armored artillery unit is the tiger corps. The unit wearing black armor is the bear army. The purple armor cavalry unit is the deer army. Such a well-equipped army. Very few Taotai monsters have a chance to win. When the battle is over, this is when the demons appear, as many as the army. Immediately the noise of the sky. Tiger Corps' arson fireball attack from a distance. Eagle army follow closely behind. Shoot thousands of arrows at your favorite, but the strong attack power of the Taotai monster. There's no fear either. Soon enough, they've come to the truth of the world. And then the Crane Corps did it. Even though they're all women, but we can't underestimate their role. With a light body, and the strings are flexible, they can keep the monsters opportunity to attack the wall. But at the moment, an army of digging monsters that like to have go to from afar. In the face of this powerful second wave of attacks, General, order immediately. Countless fireballs with barbed steel balls aimed straight at the head. The monster. But surprisingly, the monster's defense was so high, it wasn't hurt after a strong attack. Then the hairs on their heads twitched. They seem to be giving orders to the army. Next, they don't fight alone anymore. That come together to build these stairs to attack the city. They quickly attacked the wall. William and Jack, to people tied up in a panic. They tricked the soldiers into watching, then let the Baladin tie. They want to escape and leave this hell. But William saw the soldier are in danger and decided to save him. However, the Taotai monster is normal attacks can't kill it. Its only weakness is its underarm eye. Then William, you used your spear to hold on to the beast, then kill it with Jack's help. The animals outside are still coming in. Millions of Taotai demons are attacking the Great Wall to eat 500 million boat people. Face the animals that attack the wall. William, I'm calm. He asked Jack to hold up the red cloth. Vision of Taotai. Then, I aim my bow at their eyes under my armpit. After they killed the monster on the wall, something strange has happened. Suddenly, countless monsters withdrew. Turns out they had a strategy and prepare for a larger conspiracy. After this incident, 2 foreigners have become heroes. Protect the Great Wall. Instead of being locked in a dark cell, they become guests of honor at a party. Leader of the Asking Eagle team at Sao William, you're using this broken bow. However, he replied that this bow is a bow with AO2. This caused a lot of laughter. General, I'd like to ask William to demonstrate his skills. You're very reluctant. In this situation, there's nothing he can do. Then, Jack threw the 8 into the air and fired 3 arrows. Turn to the 8. Everybody applauded his skillful archery. Extreme at night. Ballad invited them to discuss their escape plan. Turns out my Ballad's been locked up here for 25 years. He stole the recipe for gunpowder. And now he's looking for a chance to escape. And the monster Taitao arrival is the most favorable opportunity to escape. They agreed to escape together next time when the monsters hurt their ears. But at the right time, soldiers of the Western Arrow Tower suddenly attacked. When General Din delivered, I see that the monsters haven't taken their bodies yet. Instantly, my hunch is not good. He quickly ordered the deployment. A shield to protect. Turns out it's not far away. A Taotai monster approaching a single attack. The team slowly moves forward. She now saw the monster behind him. Through the mirror image of the sword, you and the sign slowly draw your weapon and prepare to attack it by surprise. Even though they killed it with a fatal blow, but strong inertia that made the monster rush forward. Shinao General, he chose to sacrifice himself to save the Omen after Shinao General's funeral. First of all, you're a special envoy to the Secret Council. Bring along historical documents from
According
long
to
ago.
history,
How monsters lose their hearing when they're around. Magnets when they can't hear you. The Beast King will lie still and let the slay it. But this is just an old conjecture. To verify, you need to tie up a Tao Tai for an experiment. But how to catch the giant monster? That's the biggest problem. William, you want to use the whaling method to catch the monster. This immediately makes the garbage upset, because when Tao Tai attacked, they were willing to have the opportunity to escape. At this point, all escape plans were broken by William, but Jack didn't abandon William for this reason. To the next day, the soldiers had drugged their arrows in preparation for capture. But when they shot Tao Tai, they immediately help each other out of their chains. In the end, there's only one chain to keep one tied. When the whole team is about to pull it out, then William, you tell them, wait until the anesthesia wears off. Although the drug works, but the chain still can't hold. And about to break off. And at that moment, William, he jumped off the wall. He attached the chain to the monster's leg. When you're about to go up, the nearby Tao Tai attacked you. And at the time of death, Jack came to save him even though they are strong, but it's no match for Tao Tai. She also ordered the gunpowder to explode. You've arranged for your people. Prepare the gunpowder arrows. Under the cover of powerful artillery fire, the monster was immediately blown to dust. The two of them, finally, they've seen the power of dynamite in the east. After catching Tao Tai to test it, it's the same as described in the history books. When magnets get close to them, they're standing still. However, this time, the angel wants to bring it back to the paycheck credit law. But they don't know that. This will bring wages to the brink of destruction. As expected, they soon discovered something unusual. The Tao Tai monster dug through the mountains. Turns out, their previous attack was just a decoy. The goal is to let them hide, to dig a secret passage. On the other hand, Ballad and Jack is ready to escape. William saw this and run to stop them. During his time at the Great Wall, William knew, why is the Eastern Army so powerful? It's because they have faith like steel. So William, I see the meaning of the fight. I decided to stay and help them fight against Tao Tai. Jack didn't see it. I took the opportunity to defeat then William. Escape with the Ballad. But this Ballad, you're a sly. He faked his departure from Jack and escaped with all his belongings. When William woke up, you were treated like a thief. Fortunately, a young soldier who testified to your innocence. But the police still had to put him in jail first, because they have more important things to do now. Turns out the monsters have crossed the Great Wall, and it'll come to the paycheck tomorrow. If the cavalry pursues, it will now take 2 days to get there. Nei's guru proposed an idea, the latest invention, so they can get to the paycheck before Tao Tai gets there. This new invention is balloon flight, but it's still extremely unstable. Just a little negligence, they will fall down and build a grave. Immediately, the sign that she came out, he ordered the young soldier to release William. When he left and saw the disaster coming, I noticed that there was no what's the reason to fight between nations anymore. Then William, I decided to join the battle with the strategy of the useless guru. The angel, on the other hand, showing off his research to the emperor. But when you're measuring the limit, the distance that magnets can impact Tao Tai, he was immediately thrown away by Tao Tai. That's when the big-time monster was locked up. The king of the beast has come to the rescue, even though the angel threw the front magnet at it. But it's too late, baby. Millions of Tao Tai troops were immediately rushing in. When the troops arrive in hot air balloons, the paycheck has become the monster's slaughterhouse. In the face of Tao Tai's constant attack, you're forced to jump into a hot air balloon. Your fighting spirit is stronger than ever, but you can't win them back. Soon she was surrounded by monsters, and lives are hanging in the balance. A familiar voice came from afar. It was William who came to her rescue, the sign that she immediately jumped up. Not because of the lance's resilience. Then the young soldier boasted, detonated the explosives, and gave the monster as chase. Immediately exploded into dust. On the way to the palace, they saw the Monster King eating, because countless Tao Tai came to feed it. This is their weakest moment. As soon as they are ready to attack, the balloon loses its direction, crashed into the roof of the palace, and knocked They went to down. Meet the emperor. The young king trembled, hiding under the golden dragon seed in fear. Right then, he asked about the whereabouts of Tao Tai. Was arrested before. You want to use it as bait to kill their king. There's only one way to kill the monster's head. It will break their bond and will be frozen. Tao Tai is a decoy tied to many explosives. Then give it to their king of beasts. But when they're shipping Tao Tai, They were immediately attacked. Although the young soldier who died was lucky enough to be saved, seriously injured, and he can't move. And then some of the other Taitos rushed into the underground passage, proud to die for get in their way. You lit explosives on me and die. With the Tao Tai in glory. They followed the underground passage to the door near the King's master used to take the magnet slowly away from Tao Tai. It immediately wakes up and zero T public after eating food that has been prepared for. Next is that it goes to the King of Beasts to donate food. The master took the magnet and stood guard to prevent another Tai Tao from plunging. William and the sign go to the second floor to prepare to detonate explosives with their bow and it's amazing how defenseless they are. The arrow has bounced out of the Beast King's position. The Animal King was attacked. Immediately order your disciples to attack the towers. The useless soldier is dead, and at the last moment, he threw a magnet at the two of them. The two of them went to the top floor and shot another arrow, but it's still blocked by the escort. And the Beast King also found the location of the two of them. All Tao Tai immediately climbed the whole tower to kill the people. At the last moment, William and the Omen to jump down, then threw magnet to restrain the escort corps. Then the scene where you throw out a lance with explosives. Immediately the King of Animals has been blown to pieces. After the death of the Beast King, millions of pain monsters are immediately disintegrate. Lots of food like this. If you drink alcohol, you don't know when. If these animals come back to Vietnam, then these monsters have belts. And this shot ends the movie today. If you see it, give me a like and a channel subscription. Bye bye.